What's up, everybody? Right now, we got Wave 14. All up in your face right here. We're gonna go over all these figures, plus the FANG-OR figure, the newest release from Mattel Creations. All these figures, mwah, they all look good. They all got their things about them. We'll go over each one, do little comparisons, and show little figures that I made that would be a nice bonus wave to have, you know what I'm saying? Got a little Tuvar, a little Badger, got the Count back there. I got the Snake Ghost right there that came with Snake Mountain, or my rendition of it. We also got Carrick Knoll right there, aka that is Scareglow, before his ass turned into a skeleton. All that and more. We're gonna go over it all. But first things first, I gotta go over the comic, The Faded Fortress. Long story short, everybody's in a rush to get to this Faded Fortress. You got the Snake Men on it. You got Man-at-Arms and his buddy Otto on that shit. Even Skeletor's on it. So they get up in there, they end up finding out there's a Snake Queen in there. And Squeeze, he's been clapping them cheeks, making more babies and stuff like that. So it was all a trap on Man-at-Arms. He ends up cracking some of the eggs. The babies come out straight uniform. Otto ended up being a Snake Man Infiltrator. But Man-at-Arms, he ain't dumb. He ends up knocking them out. He changes the navigational system on the fortress, sends that away. Skeletor and Spikor, they end up getting there too late. Their ass was salted. I gotta say, that was pretty impressive for them to put them all in one story. Great job. Let's check out these figures. We got the Snake Man Infiltrator guard. And right off the bat, it doesn't work for me. I don't know. Like, in all seriousness though, who the fuck is he fooling? He doesn't look like no palace guard. The color is off. The belt is off. The helmet is off. He don't even got the shit colored in with the bird on the chest. I would hope that the fellow palace guards and the king will have more common sense than to know his ass ain't a real palace guard. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to do the commercial for this one. I got some ideas. Looking at the back, it's still a different color. And look at his hair. He's got green hair. Don't know the palace gonna have green hair. They gonna call his ass out from the rip. I would love to see the helmet off his head with that green hair and shit like that. That would look alright, but no, in all seriousness though, it's a nice color swap figure. Snake Man, even his face is green. I like it, but it ain't that special. Up next, we got Squeeze. This one right here, I'm pretty impressed. You know what I'm saying? I love the detail. This is probably the most detailed figure they had to do. They had to make new legs. They had to make them arms. They had to make that chest. They had to make that head. And them hands, they come off. You put that on something else. Shit's pretty cool. From the back, it looks all right. I love the detail in the arms. I wish they could bend a little bit better. We get into that a little bit later. But right there, look at that. He just got that little snake. I don't know what he's going to really do with it, who's going to hurt with it. But it's a nice figure. I might have some ideas with it. Customized, you know what I'm saying, purposes. But a lot of detail went to this. I really appreciate that. They had to spend that money somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Let's check out a little bit of this articulation. I want to see how good the arms bend, you know, making a muscle, and you can see it doesn't bend how I want it to bend. It bends okay. It's got enough bend in it. I just wish I had a little bit more. A little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Like accuracy on that bend. I want to wrap that shit around somebody's neck. I want that shit to wrap around that bitch, you know what I mean? Right there, you can see the fists. They come on pretty well. You want to make him some short arms, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and pick up what? Whiplash? His arms will probably work. Right there, if he had no arms at all, that's how he'd walk. Up next, we got Serpent Claw Man-at-Arms. Another color swap figure. But I like the color swap in itself. I like having that silver armor. He got that silver mace. Different color helmet. Got that nice shooting gripper snake by his neck claw thing right there. I like it all. But I gotta do some comparison. Right here next to Man-at-Arms, and the Lords of Power Man-at-Arms from the 5-pack. You can see where they got most of the armor from. Don't think they just made this shit up for that figure. They had that in the back. And all they did was make it silver. They could have gave him this little shank knife on the boot, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It looks okay. Another color swap. At least they ain't give him that funny looking ass helmet. Look at that shit. I guess it's how it was back in the day. But I'm glad they gave him something different. But there's something I noticed that ain't quite right with that helmet. We gonna go over that in a second. But there it is, folks. Them three together. I like the different greens. You can use all the different greens for different customizable options. Right there from the back. All that shit is the same. But right here you can see, let me get a little bit closer. The helmets. That helmet right there that Man-at-Arms got on his head. That helmet belongs to a palace guard. He don't got a Man-at-Arms helmet. You can see right there. That's a Man-at-Arms helmet with them little extra wires. They cheated me. I would have personally wanted the Man-at-Arms helmet. Even if they're just gonna paint that bitch blue, I don't care. Keep it with Man-at-Arms. You know what I'm saying? Is that right there? That's just a basic helmet. But maybe that's all he needed. I don't know. But compared to that, see, look at that. They got the same palace guard helmet. Onto his little weapon right here. I know the 2000X version had a little spring shooter thing in there. This one, they don't got that shit. It is what it is. Next up, we got Spikor. Now this figure, I'd have had this video done over a week ago or so. But as soon as I seen him, I knew I can make right there Badger with it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to order another one, and it came in, and now this is where I'm at today. But this figure, he looks good. He looks just like the vintage one, except the little thing on his arm, it don't come in and out. But I'd rather not have the action feature. There's something I would've liked though, which I'm gonna go over in a second. But other than that, yeah, nice figure. Don't step on his ass if he's sitting on the floor. That shit's gonna hurt your foot. Trust me, I know. But other than that, it's all right figure. I like that he's different. I like that they got another Skeletor crew successfully done and made in the origin style. Right here, you can see in this custom figure I did, I took the vest off one of the masters of WWE that was based off of Spikor. And that vest comes off. I like that shit a lot. I thought they was gonna do that with this Spikor, but they didn't. It would have been nice. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. At least they got something different, and at least I was able to get a vest like that from the Masters of the WWE line. Them figures come in handy. Highly recommend them. Right here next to the custom Badger that I did, you see I had to paint me a torso, and I had to paint me a left hand. Luckily I had a nice spray paint the color plum, sprayed it up real nice, put a little matte on him, and that's it, folks. You got yourself a Badger. Real easy to do. But we ain't done that. I had to make his brother Tuvar right there. You know what I'm saying? Too bad. That's their names. Tuvar and Badger. And I gotta have the pair, especially in Origins version. Now, I got a feeling that they gonna make Too Bad. He's probably gonna come out. Maybe probably see him by the end of the year. Come out next year. But there they are. Right here, I got two more customs that I did real quick. I got Count Marzo and I got Carrick No. Both of these figures would have been nice to see in the Origins line, but they never came out in the vintage, so I had to do it myself, shit. And right there with the, I used the Goldberg head on, and there was a version I did with no facial hair, but he just looked like he had big ass kissing lips, so I kept it like that. Last but not least, I had to make me the snake, you know what I'm saying, coats off the side of the snake mountain box. That's how he looked to me. I ended up taking the body scarecrow, took all the color off him. Came out perfect. Right there, a whole bunch of figures. We just went over. But we ain't done. We got Fangor. And right here we got the mini comic Eternium Remastered. Long story short, this comic, He-Man, he gets drunk, he was asleep. He had a crazy ass dream where he was a slave. He ended up escaping, getting back to the castle. The castle was a snake. And then he ends up realizing he's got to wake up, but he ends up dreaming some more. Come to find out they had his ass in the machine trying to get the power out of him so they could use the crystal that he ended up breaking so he can have the ultimate power to please Lady Slithor. So they end up chaining He-Man up in his multiple dreams, but then all of a sudden he ends up absorbing the power. He has Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan powers. He ends up blasting some snake guards away. Fangor, he don't got no time for the shit, so he gets out of there with the quickness. And He-Man, he's got his powers, and he joins his dream and flies off. That shit right there was a crazy-ass story. Let's take a look at his figure. The Fang-OR figure is a beautiful figure. And unknown to the eye. He's pretty much just a repaint, just like a lot of the other figures. You know what I'm saying? All the way down to the boots, to the legs, to the drawers, to the arms. Only thing new is that vest right there in the face. Just like Spikor. That's it. Oh, and his weapons, you know what I'm saying? But with the special features that he has in the face, I like that. Let's compare them boots. As you can see, it's the same goddamn boot that already came out on the 2000X Skeletor. You see that shit? I swear I heard somebody say when they refused that it was a different scope. It ain't. Just different repaint. Same thing right there with them legs and them arms. Those bitches belong to King Hiss. I know them arms and legs anywhere. Let me find where King Hiss is real quick. Right there, look at that shit. The same arms, even right there all the way down to the gauntlets. They just call it a little brown instead of a little maroon, a little gold, that's it. But I still like the figure. I'm glad they're giving us something. I'm glad they're still releasing, especially figures like that. Something that was never in the vintage. You know what I'm saying? They had it in the classics. They brought the origins right there. You take off the vest. He's got a normal little green body. Ain't no scales or nothing on it. Would have been nice, but you know, they ain't trying to do all that. Simple color swap, that's it. Let's check out the, right there in the mouth. You take them teeth out, he gets some bitches knocked out. He's Gummy Snake. All he is gums. That's it. Right here, I wanted to see if a little tongue could fit right there in that hole where a tongue would go, and yeah, a little finagling. The bitch went in there. That shit looks pretty good. I can imagine him coming with a tongue. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's gonna look like with the teeth. You see right there? I took the tongue right out of his mouth and stuck it right up in his. Right here, the tongue with the teeth. It looks all right. You know what I'm saying? But I see why they didn't do it. I'm glad they left a little hole for people that got a tongue. You know what I'm saying? Got the ability to add something. It looks okay at times, but I would rather take it without it. Right there, we got his weapons. Well, his snake wrench. I don't know if that's really a weapon, but then he's got a nice ass sword. I like the little curve on it. All that stuff looks good. Right there, he's got his normal teeth in. Got his dentures in his mouth. It looks okay. I like the bigger ones better. Right there on the back, you can see the nice detail of that face, the back of that head. I love seeing all them scales, all that stuff on there, especially on the vest. That shit looks good. Little double snakes over each side. The color palette all in all looks good. I like it. Right here, folks, all them figures. What the fuck? All these figures right here that just came out for Wave 14 plus Fang-OR. They look good. In my rankings, he's number 5 right there. It's just a straight color swap. Let's see, number 4 place is gonna be, it's gonna be Man at Arms, because he's basically another color swap. 3rd place, let's see, is between these two. I'm gonna give it, Spikor. Spikor because he's basically a color swap. Besides the chest and the head, which he goes into 2nd place, he's got a lot of different detail to him. And then he just looks badass. Number 1 figure at all 5. Fangor, your ass wins. I'm sure at this point in time, most of y'all that ordered Fangor, y'all got him already. Or should have him in a couple days. Definitely a nice figure. As far as all my customs I did, I love how they all came out. They's got a little special place in my Origins collection. But I gotta do a big video on all the customs I did throughout these past few months because I haven't touched them. You know what I'm saying? They're all over the floor right here. Look at that. Damn near 100 customs right there that I'm gonna put in one massive video. Right there, there's all the origins figure. I got them, you know what I'm saying, organized, all them tubs. Those are all customs. Whole bunch of videos coming, folks. Next up is Snake Mountain. I'll see y'all there. Thanks for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time for Mr. Home Arcade to take his ass home to his arcade. Because, get it? You get it right. Oh, shit. I'm out of here.